Hey, what's up everybody? So today, back in Whistler with Chris, Eyres.
What's going on, guys?
And if you guys have seen some of the earlier videos, Chris was in tons of videos and had a bit of a setback with a knee injury, but he's back with his own YouTube channel, making tons of content. And so, yeah, just gonna ask Chris some questions, get his whole backstory with snowboarding, why he moved out here to Whistler, and also just what's happening with his channel and maybe some of the upcoming things with over on Chris's channel. The season's coming around. We've got some snow here in Whistler. Chris, how's the early season looking so far?
I'd say it looks really promising. I mean,
Nice.
we're early season. We've just started to put the ingredients together. We haven't. It's not even in the oven yet. We're still early, but it just having the view of snow on the peaks.
Yeah.
If nothing else, that's a motivation to step it up, and it's real. It's coming. It's like when you see the bump on your belly. You're like, this thing is real. It's coming.
Nice. Yeah. So Chris, you've been snowboarding here in Whistler for the last almost 20 years, right?
Yeah, not every single year, but over the last 20 years, about 11 or 12 years out of that.
Wow. So what was the thing that brought you out to Whistler for the first time, or maybe even what was the thing that made you move out for your first full season?
I think that after growing up and riding a lot of the European.
Yep.
So I was riding in the Alps a lot. Obviously different style of mountains, different culture, and I think that was the main thing. And then I came out to Whistler when I was
because you like
about
the Canadians?
16. I do like the Canadians.
You
They were
Canada?
laid back vibe. You guys got good maple syrup, and everybody's so polite in the lift lines.
Nice.
If you're in France, I think you have to wear motorcycle jackets so you don't get elbowed in the lift lines and stuff like that.
Nice.
And those part gloves that have knuckles on them.
Yeah.
I just loved the whole culture out here and how laid back it was, and
the mountains are pretty good too, right?
And Whistler, it was okay. It was all right. It was great. And then did the Australian thing. I had a year off.
Nice.
Between high school and uni, and I was like, man, I just got to get a Whistler, and
cool.
And I got the bug from there, and I did my whole university degree. I was like, I'm going back to Whistler after this is done. I should have just dropped out. Just the whole time I'm there, I go back to Whistler, and then I came back here for 6 years, and then
you should have dropped out. Yeah,
you should have.
Oh,
God, it's not even with the paper it's printed on.
So then me and Chris, we met, I guess, through your brothers, but you also worked at the snowboard school, and we both worked together. So we were friends, and then just through your brothers, and then we worked at the snowboard school together. So
there was no nepotism involved. I was working in one of the other pods, and then I guess maybe there was a little bit of nepotism, but I got hooked up with the pod, the area that Kevin was working, which was...
We worked in pods.
Yeah, we worked in pods. We were like whales. But I was in the North Atlantic pod. He was in the Western Pacific, and then I migrated.
We both taught in the teenage program. So
yeah, it was seen as one of the better ones. Get the teens. They're fun. They're a bit more relatable. You can do more challenging terrain with them. And
how did you like teaching for those? I guess you taught how many years? 3 or 4 years in Whistler?
4.5 years.
Yeah.
I did a couple of years with the school's program.
Yeah.
Which is a different vibe, and then some time with the kids,
nice.
5 to 12.
Yeah.
And then a couple seasons with Right Tribe.
Nice.
I thought it was really cool. Yeah, it was super fun just to get out and instill this passion for snowboarding, and basically had people that had the same mental age as me, half my age, but still they were more mature than I was half the time.
Nice.
And just getting to ride around with them. Probably one of my favorite things is when you get those camps where you get the same kids for a week, and you just get to take them from wherever they get when they get there to do achieve all these goals they want to do and do all this cool terrain, and you see them doing their first cliff. It's like having a kid. You see them do their first cliff drops, and you're like, yeah, you go. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, it's a pretty rewarding job, right? Teaching snowboarding. Would you recommend it to people or who would you recommend it to? I guess it's for a certain type of person, right? Somebody that wants to really be in the industry and
you have to love snowboarding.
Yeah.
And obviously if you love teaching, that's a big bonus.
Nice.
Obviously some days are harder than others and whatnot, but overall I found it was great, and we would normally finish with enough time to go up and do a run by ourselves. And being a bit younger, I think the first time I was here, I was 18.
Yeah.
And so that was fun. You know, the whole snowboard, like burning the candle at both ends.
Yeah, it is like the dream job, right? For like a young person to get paid to snowboard and kind of teach people to snowboard. It's sort of like a dream job.
Yeah. You kind of laugh your way through the season. Have you paid me for this?
Yeah, you can't believe
crazy.
it. I see there's a lot of people asking questions as well, but we're going to be on here for like about 25 minutes, so we'll spend the last like 5 or 10 minutes answering like all the people that are watching live.
Cool.
So save your questions, guys. We'll definitely, or you can ask them now, and then we'll definitely get into the questions at the end.
So smash that like button.
Yeah, dude,
slap it up.
Definitely do that.
Yeah.
But so then we worked together for a few years, and we were buddies, and
then we lived together for a year.
We lived together, which 1,001 stories.
Yeah.
But
they're all locked in a book buried in a desert.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, so then how did you get into I know how you got into it, but how is it? We used to do a bunch of YouTube videos together, and maybe just tell the people what we were doing together with the snowboarding and the YouTube videos. And
so a tiny bit of backstory. I hurt myself snowboarding on my first like long stay in Whistler, and I basically took a hiatus, and I was teaching scuba diving for about 10 years.
Oh yeah.
So I was doing a lot of
a good refresher
diving.
for me too. Yeah.
What is our history?
What's your life history again?
So I was teaching mostly in Thailand and in Honduras and a bit in Australia, Egypt. So I got around, and that was really cool fun. That's definitely another one of my passions is scuba diving. But then Kevin had this like zany idea that he's like, I'm doing this YouTube channel, and this is back in like 2012 or 2013.
2011, yeah.
There was
That was when
nobody.
I started, yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I really knew like YouTube for was like the chocolate rain videos and
Prank videos.
Yeah, pranks and like just the weird like that gerbil that like does that serious face. Yeah, stuff like that. And so I was like, YouTube. Like what? A snowboard YouTube video system? And we were hanging out. I was coming back once or twice a year from wherever I was in Thailand or whatever, and I meet up with Kevin and he'd tell me how it's going, and I'd be checking out some of his videos, and it just started to get kind of take off and get bigger and bigger, and then he extended the golden envelope.
Yeah, I was getting overwhelmed and I needed some help, so I recruited Chris.
Yeah, and I was trying to be. I wasn't trying to yes man Kevin. I was saying, Kevin, you need to speak louder. Stick your stomach in and your chest out. And all that stuff. So I came on and I was doing more like filming at the beginning and just kind of helping out here and there, and then slowly over the time started to edit more videos and do more filming. Yeah,
you got into being in front of the camera, behind the camera, editing, just pretty much everything with the channel. And
I remember my first lone video that was with Doug and I.
Oh yeah,
you picked up a little injury.
Yep.
And then and old Doug, Mr. Beard.
Shout out to Doug.
Lady Gaga, Katy Perry Wrecking Ball.
Jump progression with Doug.
He and I went out for a day, and then made a little video, and that was
nice.
That was the chrysalis awakening of the butterfly that is me.
Yeah, so I guess that was about three winter seasons ago. Then you had a setback with that knee injury, which really sucked. If you guys, I guess it was almost 2 years ago now, we were doing videos, and then you had the knee injury, so it took about a year off. But now it's like you've been doing the YouTube channel Chris Eyres. It's just Chris Eyres, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a link to it at the top of the description if you guys want to check it out.
Chris spelled Chris, Eyres spelled Eyres.
That's right, yeah.
Perfect.
So then, so what sparked you to start doing your own channel? And then also what was the video process like last season for you?
It was definitely a little bit different. I mean, the injury at the time was pretty tough to get through, coming back from hurting myself right at the beginning of the season in late December, I think it was. It was on that We Built a Backcountry Kicker video.
It was,
with Brent and Alex.
Yep.
So if you guys want to look that up, it's We Built a Backcountry Snowboard Kicker or something.
Yep.
And that was right in the early season. Yeah, I was out for all that season, and then coming back through the rehab in the summer and getting ready for the next year. Yeah, it was a tough injury. I've been through like similarly long injuries, but that one, I don't know, just the timing of it. I found it a bit more difficult than other ones.
Was your channel too? It was kind of connected, right, to documenting some of your return.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
A very limited amount, but
there's a few documented videos out there documenting some of the early days.
I think if you want to see like real Chris in like amateur mode, go watch those early videos, because that was like after having Kevin as like my rock. And then and being more in the flow of filming and editing and all that type of stuff, and then I took about like 6 months off from doing a video, and then I started to do some after 6 months. So after then, there's a few growing pains, there's a few joints that needed to be lubed up, and rust that needed to be broken, and it took a while to get going. But then once the season officially started for me, which is more like late December, middle December, because it was a pretty bad snow base at the beginning of last season. And just try to take it from there. But I think part of that was that I didn't have that momentum going into the season.
Right.
I was kind of like trying to start off like mid-December. And so hopefully this year, with this amazing interview that's going to be going viral soon, because we're going to take off Kevin's beanie and you guys are going to get to see what his hair looks like. That's for the end of the video. I think I'm just really going to try to build up some momentum before the season starts, and then carry that through and just try to, I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing the videos on. I think to start with, they're just going to be like wacky, zany vlogs.
Nice. So last season you did like mostly, it was like pretty mixed, right? Of vlogs and tutorials.
Yeah.
And you were doing those mostly in Whistler too. Yeah. How'd the channel go last season? How was the videos?
It was pretty good. It increased in size about 1,000%.
That's a good start.
But I guess that depends what you start with, because if you start with one, then 1,000% isn't that much.
Yeah.
But it's got some good growth, and it was more of like a hobby back then. Like it wasn't really in a place that I could do anything too crazy with it.
Yeah.
But this year I'm hoping it's going to really take off, and it's going to be cigars, champagne, first class flights, all that stuff. That's what I'm going for.
Fancy.
I want to get one of those like Red Bull 4x4 trucks that has like a tank sled on the back wheels.
Yeah.
So we can take that. I think that's like $200,000. We'll take that up.
Paraglide from your deck here over to the mountain.
Yeah. Zip line
it up. Yeah.
Just make my own personal zip line across the village.
Nice.
That'd be cool. So we'll see what happens. I think the world is an untouched bowl of powder.
Yep.
And I just got to go out there and just shred it.
Nice. And then recently you've been making lots of videos in town, lots of at Comor in Whistler with Eyres.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Eyres.
Word.
What are the videos? What's your video content going to be like leading up to being on snow and having the board on?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I was basically putting it on like for myself. Like I'm starting to see snow on the mountains. It's starting to get colder. We're getting that change. Yeah. And like, what am I actually interested in seeing? And like, I want to see and learn about all the new gear coming out. And so that was the inspiration to do all those videos with Comor with Eyres. And we did like the Jones and GNU and LibTech, and then doing Nitro. And so we'll get through those once I've exhausted all the snowboard brands and bindings and gloves and butt pads and knee braces.
That's a lot of gear to go through.
There's a lot of gear, but there's a limit to it.
I think that's the best way to do it, right? Just make videos about what you're passionate about, and it doesn't have to be like in general, but just what sparks your interest that week or that day. And snowboarding, because it's seasonal, right? You can kind of like, based on the season, the conditions, you can start making different kind of content. So it's like the gear videos will probably turn into like powder, hopefully some deep powder snowboarding videos.
And some more like actual on snow review style videos.
What do you think is going to be some of your goals for this coming season? Like, I know that you've talked about getting a split board.
Oh yeah.
And obviously like maybe getting on some trips together, and hopefully good weather. But what's your sort of like top goals for the 2019-2020 season?
I think it's just to go out and have fun and have like super stoke going on.
Get that.
Just being but seriously, that's basically
high.
it. Yes.
Nice.
Like last season was more kind of getting back up to speed and testing out what my knee could do, because like in Revelstoke I had to take a day off because my knee wasn't feeling it, and like I couldn't really snowboard for a long periods of time in a row. But now I feel like it's much better, and so just to have a consistency of riding and just really like feeling that flow and get the groove and do the jab. And
anything specific though with like the upcoming season?
Get to Japan. Dude, Japan trip? Japan is like the girl that got away.
Oh yeah.
Like, I need to go see Japan so bad. I've been dying.
You need a second date.
I do. I've been hoping, like, Japan is always somewhere that's like, having lived in Thailand, and I've been in Indonesia, and I lived in Australia for a bit, and so I've been close to Japan. It's always been a culture that really interests me, and I know that Japan is. Everybody knows Japan, right?
Yeah.
So, I gotta get there, dude. If I got to.
And then gear-wise, you're like looking at maybe getting a split board, possibly.
Yeah, I think because I got the Eyres Pro, and I got the Jones Storm Chaser. So I think obviously the two main things I'd say missing there is a park board and a split board.
Yeah.
And then park board I can kind of maybe put off. My dog's eating pine cones here.
The T-Rice is pretty good in the park, though.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not. It's obviously not like park oriented, but yeah, it was good.
Nice.
And so having the T-Rice as like a sub, the split board, it just opens up like a lot.
Yeah.
And so that would be the focus, and then maybe get a park board like a bit later down the line.
Nice.
When I get sponsored by Stale and Kevin, the Man Boys, I'll get my Man Boy board.
And
man beard.
Yeah. What about channel goals? So like I guess you're coming up to hopefully 10K subscribers over the next winter sometime.
Oh yeah. Dude, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I would say my high goal would be getting up to like 25,
50,000 subscribers. Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah.
I'm almost up to 4,000 at the moment, which
sick. Yeah.
That's a big deal,
The winter, that is a big deal. Yeah, thousands. And then once the winter comes, you get that big like bump from all the when we get snow here.
Yeah, once they start throwing like sick tame dogs and can opener pretzel.
Yeah.
Pepperoni grabs. You guys are gonna be all over it.
Guys, so we got Chris's channel linked in the description. Check it out. We just did a live chat over on Chris's channel too, so we were on there for an hour and a half live chat.
If you get bored of listening to just me at the beginning, you jump to like 25 minutes in.
Yeah, and then you do live chats. Do you normally do them on what day is it today?
Monday.
Monday? Normally Mondays?
I did a few last season, and they were on like a Wednesday.
Okay.
The main reason I was doing these on a Monday was just how it worked out because I was doing them in Comor with Andreas.
Okay, cool.
And so that was just how it worked out with that.
Yep.
Because they're open up longer on the weekends, and it's good to have all those boards there and just to look at some of the new boards that they got coming out for this year. It's always a good way to get the blood pressure up a little bit.
Yep.
And I'm not sure what day I'm going to use carrying through to the winter, but there will be, at the moment it's Mondays. It might change, but it's not going to change much. If it changes again, then it's probably going to stay at whatever day that is for the rest of the season.
Nice. And then lots of content through the week just surrounding, at the moment it's going to be gear focused because all the 2020 gears coming out, so that's a really interesting topic.
I was just walking my dog today, and one of the things that's changed recently is the weather's dropped quite a bit in terms of temperature here.
Yeah.
And at the back of the ice rink, the pile of snow they have there was huge.
Really?
It was like 4 or 5 times bigger than normal.
So you might massive. You might take a board down there?
I was gonna bring the snow up here.
Oh.
Yeah, go down and grab some snow and make a little course like in the woods.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Bring the snow to you. If you can't bring you to the snow.
All right. Let's get to some questions from the live chat here. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
Best place in Japan to board, wherever there's snow.
Yeah, I was gonna give a quick shout out to Ryan Batt, to Andy Allen, to Gerard Darrod 2006. But Connor asks, best place to Japan to board. I think my favorite's the North Island, Niseko. So Chris, man, we'll get out there.
I'm yet to make my decision. I'll just have to wait.
Shout out to Jose, Chernin Park, Maximum Music, thanks guys for tuning in. Osvaldo, Jack.
Osvaldo, what's up, brother?
Let's get to some questions. Purple Barbecue says, hey, are you excited for what this season has in store? P.S. Would you ever consider... Oh, jeez.
Go. Wow, got you on that one.
Yeah.
I am really excited for this season. This is one of the highest stokes I've had because I think just it was like it's been such a hard time getting back to here that if I like twist my ankle tomorrow and do some damage, I'm gonna be heartbroken.
Rob Gam says winter is on its way. 12 inches of Matt Hood and Timberline this weekend.
Dude,
awesome.
Let's go.
Yeah. Alejandro is watching from Argentina. Bruno says hola from Vancouver.
Aloha.
Aloha.
What's
wow.
up? Aloha. Hello.
CXB says, will you ever start in Tahoe this season? Thinking about making a trip here. I think if the snow's good, we'll head down there. Mm-hmm. You got your you got your passport, right?
My passport. I think I do.
Tahoe is it drivable? We might have to fly down there.
Lake Tahoe, where is that?
I think it's like 21 hours away or something. But yes, Casey Willax is living in Tahoe this season.
Oh, nice.
And if they get some good snow down there, we'll head down.
We'll just do the road trip. Hit every major destination from Mount Washington to Tahoe.
And Jack Sendit says, what does Chris ride? So what are your boards at the moment again?
For powder, I got the Jones Storm Chaser, which is the full swallowtail powder board. Yeah, that's super fun. Really quick turn in, awesome in powder. The kind of thing you take out when there's more than a foot of snow. And then as my daily driver, I got the Travis Rice Pro, and that's great. It's got the C2 profile, so it's a little kind of fun, little playful, and that's great on groomers. First board I've had with magnet traction. Just like that in shreds, and it holds its own in the park for sure. It's not amazing, it's not, you don't see a lot of pros riding the Travis Rice, but there's one or two. Yeah. And Chris Henrik has a super chat. He says round 2, let's go. Thanks, Chris. All right, Jay Klaus says, what up, Chris? What do you do for work to afford the lifestyle? Loving the videos. You guys have inspired me a lot on my videos. Oh, cool. Yeah, so I work in the summer, and that helps to keep everything going through. And then I'm kind of like the cast of Friends. I don't know if you've seen, but the cast of Friends makes loads of money off old episodes. So I basically do that because the videos that I did with Kevin. Chris made a bunch of videos on Snowboard Pro Camp, so he's still collecting. When there's ads on those videos, Chris gets some money from that. So, but and started my channel was like I was saying, it wasn't really supporting too much last year's. It was a little bit. Just if I want to supersize my meal, it would pay for that. But this year already it's doing a lot better. So nice. It's gonna be full time going and just make money. You got to make videos and got to get people pumped and excited, and so that's the plan. Early days of YouTube, it's a struggle. It's kind of you get highs and lows. You get some great months, especially for the snowboard type content. You have the winter goes crazy, and then kind of work and do some other jobs through the other months to save up. And we can't all fly to Japan every year. Twice to New Zealand in a month. Adam Bad Riders with the super chat says 2020 Whistler Orca race. Oh wow, nice. He says come on. I guess you could take the 59 Orca. I'll get the 53, and we can do a race. Nice. I might be letting you in on a secret here, but Comore is going to be renting boards as well. Oh wow. So I might be able to get a new Orca to race your Orca. Nice. Oh, I'll get a Virgin Orca on you. Well, actually, no, it'll probably be used by somebody, but Comore is going to be renting boards, really? Yeah, they're not sure. I hope I'm not going to get... hopefully it won't get back to them, and if it does, you guys will probably figure out who the information came from. But yes, apparently it's going to be quite a few different boards. They're just not sure exactly which ones at the moment. Cool. All right. Leonard says, good to see Chris back with Kevin. Your channel is fun, Chris. Thanks. I like to board reviews and other topics like mountain biking and hiking. Cool. Yeah, those board reviews have gone relatively viral for my small crew. It seems like the mountain biking, I did a 10-hour hike. That was pretty cool, and a like a 9-hour mountain bike ride, and there's lots of cool stuff around here. But for sure, people want to see snowboarding. That's what I got.
Yeah.
My viewers, their interest are peaked in. So
But yeah, you can check out Chris's like snowboard videos, and then if you watch all those, and you can move on to some hiking and biking videos.
There's one of me skinny dipping in an alpine lake, like literally the mountain behind us, like this way that we're looking at, Mount Sprout. I went up to the peak of that, and literally 50 meters off the peak there was a lake, and I was so hot and stinky, and it looked perfect for skinny dipping. So if you guys want to see that, that's where to go.
And Evan says, hey Kevin, do you remember me from Breck Parks last year when I ran into you at the top of the park and said, what's up? Are you coming back to Breck soon? Evan, man, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember you were riding the park that day, and I think we were riding a different area of the park, but yeah, shout out to Evan. And I think, yeah, if Colorado gets some snow, we'll definitely be back. Hopefully track down Ryan Napton, another snowboard YouTuber as well, and do some laps with him. He's a crazy carving guy. That's
the snowboarder I've not met that I want to meet the most.
Yeah.
I love Ryan. You guys gotta see Ryan. He's such a cool guy.
And Backyard Border says, are you guys going to snowboard with Doug again?
I hope so.
Yeah, we need to contact Doug. I know
we might have to go to him. We might have to go to Mount Washington or something.
Good idea. Yeah, he lives on Vancouver Island, so maybe we'll track down Doug out there, and he's become like the legend that he always was. His legend status.
He's always supposed to be. The tales were written before he did them.
Yeah.
And his beard precedes him wherever he goes.
All right, guys, sweet. I think we're going to call it there. Just wanted to make a quick video with Chris, doing a bit of Chris's backstory, interview style. So,
awesome.
Yeah, Chris, man, thanks for hanging out, answering those questions.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna say thanks everybody for coming on, and yeah, I'll be appearing in Kevin's videos, but make sure you go over and check out my channel. Lots of snowboard footage to come, especially when we actually have some snow on the ground here.
Yeah, but until then though, guys, watch all of Chris's gear videos that are coming out.
I might do a video of me just eating tacos.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
Yeah.
Best taco
in Comore?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, again, so the link to Chris's channel is in the description, right at the top of the description there, so check it out. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one soon.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Much love.